Good morning, Iain. Good morning. We're starting to get towards the end of this regatta, and it feels like it started so long ago.
Well, compared to America's Cups in the past, that this period would run for 2 or 3 months. The difference is that this doesn't stop. It's every day, and that's the difference. Yesterday we're in the semi-finals, and today we're in the finals. There's no gap, no rest. And then bang, we're into the America's Cup, whereas there used to be like, we'll have 10 days, we'll modify the boat, we'll have a rest, a couple of days off. That's all gone now. Yeah. So it's just, once it starts, it's just a bulldozer coming through.
It is full on, and as you mentioned, today's the finals. We've got Artemis racing against Emirates Team New Zealand. They're pretty different teams, really, in the way they're approaching things.
They are very different teams, and I think they've had quite a different sort of design approach, and probably different design philosophies. And I think, they've targeted different parameters with their boats, and their strength. They've made their boats strong in different areas. So it's going to be an interesting match, and maybe a little bit of a seesaw, condition dependent.
Yeah, given that it's a little bit breezier today, and we know that Artemis lacks a little bit of breeze, and then it's looking lighter, and I've personally seen how strong Emirates are with their boat handling, and specifically.
Yeah, look, Emirates, their boat handling and flying and stuff is impeccable. And Emirates, they don't appear to have any huge weaknesses, and Artemis, have they sailed perfect races in the last couple of days, and clearly, they've got their boat up to scratch, and I'm sure every night, the thing is, every night the boats remaining in the competition are getting better, and so. In the old days, you used to lock in, here's our thing, and we're in the semi-finals now, and you'd wait to come out, and did all those changes make a difference? And sometimes they didn't, sometimes they didn't, but you wore that for the whole competition. Whereas now, it's like they change them every night. And so, like the rest of the world, everything's sped up, and they come out, and it's, I think we all like, well, who's going to have it today? We don't know.
Yeah, that's so true. And I've actually spoken to people from SoftBank Team Japan and Land Rover BAR this morning who have both said they wish they could start the competition now with the boat that they've developed, all the way through the semis. It's incredible.
Well, it is. It's a steep learning curve, and, sailing has ventured into, uncharted waters with these sort of boats, and they learn so much more when they're in competition against people pushing the limits, developing the bits and pieces, watching what the other people are doing, taking those ideas and going, I've got a little bit better idea than that idea. And so it's this sort of leapfrog of stepping up. And we saw it so much happen in San Francisco last time. Emirates came out of the blocks, and Oracle chipped away, watched, improved, chipped away, and that's
now they're all doing it. That's sort of become the standard now.
And they've all geared up for it. They all have machinery, resources, people, tools. They work all night. And as it goes back to what you said, this is just a grueling, relentless competition.
Which is awesome. But we must be masochists because we seem to be thriving off it. What's wrong with us?
Well, it's addictive, the America's Cup. You get dragged into it. It's a very complex game, and I think it's got a lot to add. There's a competition, but everything else that hangs off the competition is quite engaging and drags you in. It's
a competition now, I think. It's not only on the water, it's off the water as well.
Well, America's Cup's always been a technology and athlete competition, more so than most sailing events. But it's alive and well here. We're seeing the sailors sail these boats, like yesterday, like we've never seen, 20 knots of wind, and we're overlaps and ducks and luffs, and, it's all there, and then it's back in the shed, got an improvement, change this, change that, come out tomorrow, finals, different boat, enhanced crew,
And as the confidence builds, I think we're just going to see more and more match racing.
Well, I think that's there. It's evident. You know, it was there yesterday, and these guys are all perfecting their skills match racing. They're getting better, more confident with their boats, and the boats, I think, they're coming together through that whole process of watch, look, see. You know, I think they're wanting it to be a sailors' competition and just have the technology to get them in the race.
Which is awesome. Well, you have a good day out there. I'm going to have a great day. It's going to be awesome watching, and we'll chat to you tomorrow.
Looking forward to it.
Thanks, Iain.